Hello everyone, Treecks here and welcome back to Wario Land 2. This is going to be part 4. Last time we finished off the first story. And this time we're going to finish the second story. The pirates ran away from our castle after stealing our loot. Fled back to the pirate ship they used in order to get here. But now we are on that very same pirate ship ourselves as well. Let's go see if we can stop these guys. Story 4. Drop the anchor. What is the best way to stop a ship dead in its tracks? Well, make sure they can't leave. Okay, in this ship we actually get introduced to another new Wario state. Say hello to Fat Wario, and I don't mean the regular Wario with that, because he's usually already fat. But when we're Fat Wario, which we can become by eating cakes, we actually become extra heavy. We're able to break stuff we normally cannot break, even with our ground pound. Downside is we cannot dash anymore, we cannot move fast anymore. We do lose some agility here. However, these heavy blocks that we see down here, which normally even the ground pound can't take care of, Fat Wario can take care of that. So, that is going to be the main puzzle mechanic for the Fat Wario state. Fun little introduction. Next time we'll be seriously using it for the first time. We'll go check out how this ship looks in the meantime. Okay, this bonus room over here is interesting. Look at this pillar over here. If you look closely, you actually see some enemy symbols in them. And that is because it's not just a regular pillar. It actually functions as enemy blocks. Enemy blocks don't always look basically like enemy blocks. It can also sometimes actually blend in with the background, making it a little bit trickier to see them. This actually applies to other kinds of blocks in this game too. But do be careful. As you can see, they do try to hide their secrets at some point. I'm pretty sure there's multiple locations in this stage where they actually do that. But most of them I actually want to ignore for now. Because that is something for later. I'll just focus on the main pathway for now. Okay, let's move on with more ways to play around with Fat Wario. It is stronger than regular Wario, even when dashing and ground pounding. When we're Fat Wario, we can actually take care of these guys. As you may remember, regular Wario, these guys were invulnerable. No longer the case when we're even bigger. Okay, that's all for now. This guy's just here if you're on your way back, but you don't need him if you are continuing. Okay, what do we have over here? Okay, some breakable crates. Okay, not a single coin in them. Interesting. Okay, this smells like a bonus room to me. But still, let's go see what they have in here. Ooh. Loot up there, but for that we actually need some fancy jumping, like this. That's the reason why these enemies are here, so don't kill them too early. Otherwise you lock yourself out of treasure. And Wario will be a very unhappy man. Oh, he's also unhappy if he gets hit. Oh, speaking of needing enemies. I don't see any cake around here, so we actually need you this time around. Bam. Okay, dead end. Yeah, dead end. Let's just move on then. Ooh, here we can go through. What are you hiding from me? No, nothing apparently. Just a couple of coins. Oh, which are already lost again. Okay, do I want to go in here? Not quite yet, it seems. Oh. Oh, only one block breakable. Well, in that case, we can't enter it from here, it seems. Let's move up then. Because there's more stuff up here. No. Almost got it. No. Yeah, there we go. Let's check out the right first. Dead end. This door in the middle is actually the treasure room for this stage, so might as well take care of that immediately as well. Now that we're here. And another fire guy. We're seeing this guy the most of all of them so far. Okay, top left. Saw that in the corner of my eye. Okay, I'm not too sure what that is supposed to be. Most of these treasures are actually pretty hard to see sometimes what they are supposed to be, so I'll just ignore that for now. Okay, let's just move on. Because this I cannot interact with, it seems. Okay, let's get heavy again, because we need to break some more blocks in order to go down. Yeah, this might be a problem. Yeah, Wario can't jump 2 spaces high anymore, as you can see when you're fat Wario. You are still allowed to jump, but you limit your jump. You can only jump 1 space high. Let's just work out. That's actually the way to get rid of this state, as you can see. Just work out, walk around. Eventually it will wear off. But okay, here is the anchor. Let's drop it. And these guys are going nowhere. But before we move on with the story, let's quickly take care of this minigame. Uh, 7. Yeah, can only be a 7. That was an easy one. And most of all, a cheap one. Remaining above 1400 coins after that. Let's go to the finale of Chapter 2. Story 5. Defeat Bobo. Bobo? Sounds familiar. Isn't that their giant birds that they were using in the first Wario Land game? Okay, these guys stopped dead in their tracks. We don't have to worry about them getting too far. Let's just take our time and grab every single coin on the ship before we leave here. Just like the Story 5 in Chapter 1. This is obviously also a boss stage, so we need to take a look out for a skull door. And also, of course, make sure we find the treasure room in time. Because we're not leaving here empty-handed. Okay, that's everything in this room. Let's move on. See if I can remember where we need to go. Oh, and speaking of which, this platform over here is actually where you end up if you lose the boss fight. If the boss, just like in Chapter 1, is able to force you out of the boss fight, this is where you end up. So remember this room. No. But I did see some enemy blocks while you were busy hitting me, so I know I can use you in order to get through this pillar over here. I don't want to kill you yet, because on the other side is another one. Oh. Carrying around an enemy makes us way too long. And whenever we hit a ceiling or a wall, we actually drop the enemy we're carrying, so sometimes in narrow spaces that can be a little bit annoying. But okay, speaking of enemy blocks, these blocks are actually breakable only by enemy. Even though the pillar doesn't say so, you no longer see any enemy symbols on them. No, the game makes it even harder this time, by even obscuring that. But these are definitely enemy blocks. Even though not visible ones. These ones are visible, but they are only 1 space wide, as you can see, so this enemy is no option to use. He's too big for that. We can only use 1 space enemies for that, like these punching dudes over here. These are smaller, but these are able to fit through here. Charge your throw and bam. Let's get in here. And we want to go in here for One simple reason. This door over here is the minigame, the treasure room. Okay. The duck enemy, the basic pirate. Because of his color scheme, usually also pretty easy to spot. Yeah, that actually looked like a treasure map. If only the end of stage minigame treasure map would be that easy to get, which we're getting only piece by piece, very slowly. Okay, thank you very much. Now you can die. Let's move on. Continuation to the left over here. You I don't want to spare because nothing more in this wall. Let's just continue to the boss door, which is over here. Looks like a pretty empty room, right? Well, guess again, of course these pillars are breakable. There's a lot of loot to the left over here. And you guessed it. Symmetrical business. It's also to the right. These coins are laid out a little bit differently, but still, there's still a lot of coins here. And even an extra door, giving us even more coins. And I thought we robbed these pirates blind in the first game. They still have plenty of coins lying around, it seems. Boss number 2 is going to be Bobo, like the title of the chapter already gave away. Repeat boss from the first Wario Land game. He does work differently though, because he isn't able to kill us this time around. But he can still carry us out of the boss fight if we get grabbed by his talons, so be careful. Oh, and this wind move we actually want to dodge by crouching. It's actually also able to carry us all the way to the top and therefore out of the boss fight. But if we crouch, we actually move up slower, and therefore we're not leaving this boss fight. And other than that, you're just going to want to jump on this guy's head 4 times. Just like with the snake boss, after 3 hits he enters rage mode. Becomes a little bit faster. He even hits me, but as long as he doesn't grab me, that does not matter. Okay, it's 5 hits. I remembered 4 hits. Apparently it's 5 hits with this guy. Come on. Stop hitting me. Yeah, there we go. Bye. He's way easier than in Wario Land 1, to be honest. But still, he's taken care of. And we win. Tally up our 306 coins. Need to spend a few of them in order to play this minigame, and then we'll move on with the story. Can we finally get our treasure back? The pirate's ship has been stopped. The pirates can't get very far anymore. Okay, 3 or 9. And with that one, it is obviously a 9. I'm getting a lot of 9s. I'm pretty sure we've seen that the most of all of the numbers so far. But okay, first row done. We're making some progress in this game. And speaking of progress, let's see how we do story-wise. A bunch of cowards. Their ship being stopped and everything is not stopping them. They still have a hot air balloon, which they're now using to make their escape. Here's Captain Syrup herself. Well, she's still happy about her treasure, it seems. And of course, one of them is slow again. Okay, the chase is not over, it seems. Chapter 3, the Maze Woods. Story 1, get to the Maze Woods. Yeah, because we're still on the ship. They managed to escape through hot air balloon, but we're using some different kind of hot air. These owls are actually going to be the next mechanic in this game. If we wake them and touch them, we can actually get carried around by them, as you can see. And this functions in all 4 directions. Press any direction on the D-pad in order to head that direction. And the moment we get hit by something, it actually cancels out. That's the whole reason why these guys are here. In order to hit us and get us loose of our little owl here. Which is right up here, of course, so... Also a mechanic that's going to be used a lot throughout this game, but I really like this. It actually feels really smooth, the flying with this owl. Always really liked how that functions. Okay, next new thing. Look at this coin over here. It's a little bit in a different color. It kind of indicates it already, but you also see a dude up there. Yeah, this is bait. Somebody is fishing for us. However, this is not necessarily a bad thing, because this is our way up here, as you can see. And most other locations where this guy actually appears, you use it in order to reach locations you normally can't reach. But remember the fishing guys. Okay, here's another one. As you can see to the top left over there, there is a door, so this one we also want to get grabbed by. Okay, let's grab the loot here. A fish fishing for humans, that's the reversed world. But it is an interesting way to look at things. Okay, let's see if I can keep my perfect streak on this minigame. The hammer guy. Still waiting for his first encounter. But in this minigame we have seen him plenty of times already. Okay, bottom right in the middle. Once again, pretty easy. Okay. Need to go all the way back to the beginning of the room in order to exit this place. That's unfortunate, but as long as you don't get grabbed by the coins, because of course now we don't want to get fished up anymore. Should be back here pretty quickly. Okay, this wall's clean. Next room. Okay, there's a cloud guy there, so we need the enemy. But first, I want to check out the walls, of course. And here's the reason why I want to check out the walls. Oh, there's even more. Thank you. And that's all. Yeah. Seems like it. Okay, next up, checking the floor. Should also be something there. Yeah, remembered correctly. Looks like we need you, because I see some enemy blocks down here. I don't need you anymore. Why am I even bothering? Ow! Who told you were allowed to do that? Bam. Killing an enemy while the screen is transisting. Also interesting. Okay, I don't need to kill you. I'm already at the other side. More owls. More owl action. Always fun to play around with. This owl definitely functions way better than the one in Mario 64. Those controls are a lot stiffer. This one actually feels really smooth. And remember the hitbox. The owl can get hit by anything. Only Wario himself actually is the hitbox here, as you can see. The moment I want to try to talk about the hitbox, I immediately show off a practical example. Not intentional. But also not surprising. Okay, this time we do it successfully. Let's move on. Okay, another cloud guy. I'm pretty sure this time we do want to kill you. There's no detour around you this time. Okay, this seems to be a dead end, because the camera doesn't scroll onwards. However, it does not apply to the left. Yeah, and there's indeed more stuff here. Let's grab you again. Kill you. Okay, and that's everything. And another owl. Every outside section in this stage actually has an owl section. They're really trying hard to introduce us to this guy. If I remember correctly, this room is mostly smaller rooms with a lot of coins hidden in them. And an occasional enemy trying to hinder us. Trying to knock us off our owl. And I'm going to make sure they are not successful. doing this room without getting hit a single time. Which was actually pretty easy to do. Not very big of an accomplishment. But still, it is where the end of the stage is. So let's finish off this episode by doing one more tally up of our coins. And one more end of stage minigame. Okay, 3, 5 or 9. Can still be all 3 of them. Yeah, it's a 3. Thank you. And there we go. 1661 coins. 11 pieces of the treasure map. And still a couple of pirates to chase. We thought we had them after stopping their SST cup. However, they apparently also had another way to escape. A hot air balloon. Which they use in order to escape to the Maze Woods. A place we're also entering right now. Our owl friends brought us there. And that is what we'll be tackling next time. So, see you folks then. Thanks for watching and Treecks out. Later, folks.